Hi and welcome. I have recently realized profits from UNH. This was an insurance company from USA. I realized only 25% of my whole position, so I sold quarter of my shares. And now, also with extra cash coming in, I have free money that I want to allocate towards a best quality investment that can be bought on the stock market right now for a low price that I understand, or there's a huge plus if other super investors are buying those businesses also. However, not everyone can analyze everything. Therefore, if I analyze something, I trust my judgment. However, today we will be talking about all of the companies that super investors are also buying. Some of them we bought at the same time because their info, what super investors are buying, is given out quarterly. So for instance, Adobe, Tencent Music, Google, all of those stocks I bought at the same time as the super investors, or earlier, but only in recent 13F filings. That's the official name of that. It was shown that those super investors are also buying all of those companies. There's this website Stock Circle, where you can find all of the different super investors, what they own, what companies, what stocks, and what they are doing, what they are buying and selling right now. For instance, this is Lu. He did 60% last year, so he's better than me because I did 44. He did like 67 or something, I don't know. But look, for instance, on this one, he did minus 41%, right? And you need to take in account that if he bought it at $16, that means that the real value of the company is above that. Oh, sorry. Therefore, if he bought at 16, the real value is probably at 20, and right now it's at 9. So the price crash here, we can see a little crash from 14 to 9. It's normal. Prices move down very rapidly, and it's completely normal for the prices to go up and down 50% a year. Therefore, we need to investigate whether there were some real problems, issues, or whether this was a panic or overreaction, etc., in order to determine whether this company is still a viable buy, or maybe it has a real problem that made this price crash. And there are many more companies. So for an active investor, one that buys and sells stocks actively, it is important to pick the best few. So look at his concentration. 50% of his stocks are in Google, but he sold. He realized profit. I also realized profit, but not here, but in here and in here. It was around 100% profit in a year. So he has 200 and 300, but this is over a very long period of time. So he bought it 6 years ago. He also owns Pinduoduo. It is his second right now biggest holding, even though price of Pinduoduo dropped significantly. And here we have the same thing like with Tencent Music Entertainment, where there is this significant price drop below the price that Lu, the super investor, bought it at. Therefore, this might be even a bigger opportunity at the current price than when he bought it, but he already has his money invested. Maybe he has no free money. We can see if he increased his position. No, he didn't. He sold off Bank of America. Okay, so Tencent Music Entertainment is like a new one, and he's currently buying this one, not Pinduoduo. However, the price dropped, you see here, from 100 to 80. There's also a significant drop, 20%, but it happened in May, so not during the 13F filings, because 13F filings, look, it's here, this green line, and right now this is gray area. We don't know this data yet. So the final decision for me is to decide what is the best quality company and then look at its price. Therefore, I will look at Lu. He's a super investor. In here on Stock Circle, you can look what he's buying and selling for free. And one of the companies is Tencent Music Entertainment. And yeah, I think this is the one that I will be buying, because he's such a great investor. And I have to pick between this one and H and R block, which rose a little bit, so from what he bought at. So compared to minus 40%, this one, I think, is better, right? Of course, I could look into the data to see what he did after the drop here, and I will look into the information about this company regarding this price crash here. What was the news? Is it real? And when was he buying exactly? But yeah, I have some free cash, so I know that Lu is a great investor.